All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, we're just starting members night with some exciting announcements. We have a 60-second timer. That's your opportunity to get people online, and we'll be starting soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get in the Zoom room live, you can follow on with captions. And if you're watching the playback on YouTube, you can also play many languages in the captions. So have a quick listen to this.
Untuk mengaktifkan terjemahan bahasa Indonesia, silakan klik caption di panel laptop atau handphone Anda semua.
Para poder obtener la traducción en español, es necesario hacer clic en el menú de Zoom y elegir la opción Subtítulos en español.
大家好，如果你想看字幕，请按屏幕底下的 CC 按钮，选择中文。此功能仅适用于直播。
Bonjour, bienvenue à cet événement Numi. Vous pouvez activer les sous-titres dans votre langue en cliquant sur Sous-titres au bas de l'écran. Veuillez noter que cette option fonctionne uniquement dans la salle Zoom en direct. Merci et bonne écoute.
大家好，如果你想看字幕，請按屏幕底下。
Beautiful. Welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. Just setting my language to English for those people listening in other languages. It's my pleasure to kick off today. Michael Firth, for those that don't know, founding Field Advisory Board member and Crown with Numi. And I can see in the chat, people have typed in that they're from Perth, Western Australia, Indonesia, Sunshine Coast for me, Mexico. We have Mount Shasta, California, Florida, New Zealand. We have people from Boca Raton, wherever that is, Louisiana, Virginia, I can't keep up, Ontario, Canada, Arizona, people on from absolutely everywhere. And we're going to have to change and add some languages like Greek into that little introduction for a week moving forward, because right now I woke up this morning and within 48 hours, Andreas and George, the new pioneers of the Greek team, boom, 2-star. So I said, keep going at that rate, and we don't have enough ranks because by the 8th of the month, you'd be crowned and that's done. So how boring. So welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm going to do today is we have two of our corporate team on. We're going to kick off with some special announcements by the look of it from the car. If you want to unmute Ryan, we'll hand you to Ryan Scott.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I'm in the car. I called Sergio on and I said, hey, I'm stuck in traffic. I don't think I'm gonna make it home in time, so I'm gonna have to do it from the car. So I just pulled over for a minute, and it's good to see everyone. We had a wonderful, Sergio and I and Steve had a wonderful trip in Europe, and it was wonderful seeing all of you. I guess if you're on this call, you might not be from Europe because it's pretty late over there. But had a wonderful time. Got to know Sergio even better, and you guys are just we're very blessed to be partnered with you, and we're very blessed to be partnered with Sergio. He just has a heart of gold and a heart to serve, and a heart after Steve. If you know Steve, it was really humbling and an incredible experience to see him, help me take care of my dad when we were traveling. And Steve is 76 years old, and Sergio was always looking out for him, making sure he was happy and taken care of and not being too worn out. And it was just an awesome trip with Sergio and Steve. So I just wanted to take this time to give a few announcements. One of them, I think it actually might be the only one. Sergio will be handing the rest of the announcements, but we are having an October Blitz again, an October promo to get everybody running through the end of the year. We have some exciting things coming, and in October, November, December, we're going to finish this year strong, guys. We have that Achieve trip that we're all working towards, and love to see you guys in all four corners of the world where we're all going to have those awesome trips. But on top of that, we're having a Blitz promotion, and that's going to look like, oh, thank you, Sergio. This is what it's going to look like. So before we've done, fixed percentages up and down, and what we're going to do on this one is a global pool. So of all the weekly volume, we're setting aside 5%, or adding an additional 5% to that global pool. And to get a share of that pool, you will just have to enroll 3 people in 1 week, whether they're 3 customers or 3 members. You can't combine to get 1 share, but if you wanted to get 2 shares, you could enroll 3 customers and 3 members, and then you'd get 2 shares of that pool. If you wanted to enroll, 9 people, let's say 9 members, you'd get 3 shares. So you could get up to 18 shares of this pool if you enrolled, 9 members and 9 customers in 1 week. And what we'll be doing as a company is we'll be monitoring the share amount, right? So if a share is $100 or $200 or $500 or whatever it may be, we're going to be posting that throughout at the end of each week. So you guys know how well these shares are paying out, and hopefully motivates your teams to go out and to earn a little bit extra money. This will be on top of the compensation plan that we already have. So this will be great for the Greek team. Great for any team who's coming on board and building, and great for old teams as well that need something to get their juices going and start recruiting again, and get some fresh recruits in before the end of the year, because we have some amazing things coming in 2025, and we want everyone to be here for it. So that's why we're doing this flash promotion. And so we're really excited about that. So that's the announcement that I have for right now. So I will pass it off to our handy dandy trusty, Sergio, our Vice President of Sales. And thank you very much, Sergio. I'll hand it off to you.
Well, thank you, Ryan. I really appreciate you coming on. I know you've been working really hard to make this happen. And what an exciting announcement. I'm sure a lot of people on this call.
Sergio, we haven't got your camera.
Is working the camera?
Nope, not yet. Hang on. Where are you? You disappeared. Here you go. We got you.
How about now? It's good. There we go. Hey, it's good to see everyone today. I just wanted to thank Ryan. He's been working really hard on making this happen. We've been really busy. I'll be honest with you. I feel like we have a lot of momentum going on at the office, finishing the month of September and now kicking off October. Like Michael said, we have a great team that just joined us from Greece. They're doing a lot of good things. We're having continual growth in Poland and Europe and Latin America and the US, Canada. I think things are happening with Numi, and it's very exciting for us to be part of this growth. And I'd like to thank Ryan as well. We had as he said, a wonderful time connecting with many people in Europe, and it's always very nice to be at a company where your desire is to serve first. And I feel like as I've gotten to know Ryan and Steve better as well, their story, and kind of we share a lot of the same vision, a lot of the same characteristics as to what we want to do with what we do each day. We're with all of you and with one another more than we are at our own homes. So you got to really be passionate about what you do. So we're very happy. I know there's a lot of things that are going on and constant change in the industry. But we want you to know that we have something, just like a reminder, and we'll talk a little bit more about it in a future meeting, but we have the Bill of Rights here at Numi. And that guarantees you're in a safe place with us as a member. Don't think that we're going to make a change from one day to another, because Steve's a man of his word, and we want you to be with us long term. We want to make this a legacy company, and no one else has in Steve words what we have through the Hydrostat technology, and not only that, but what a wonderful opportunity that's so simple to take advantage for the compensation plan. Here's another great promotion on top of the incentive we have going on with the Achieve trips and among other things. Moving into the Achieve trips, I just want to take a moment to just go over a quick item here. Time's going very quickly, and the Achieve qualifications will be ending in December. We're monitoring day after day the progress that we're seeing worldwide, and we want to invite you to get familiar with the report that's in your own back office. If you were not aware, you have a report that's specialized for you that will tell you where you're at in your points. It's actually found under the report section in your back office under the Achieve reports. It's a specific name. If you have questions, reach out to us. We also have some documents both in English and Spanish, frequent asked questions, and details specifically of how this trip works. But one thing I'd like to clarify today is the point system. This is meant for people that are coming in, that are obviously building the business, but you will get the points from people that are enrolled during the qualification period. So I just want to make that very clear. You do not get rewarded for your own personal orders. This is something meant for builders that want to go to the next level. In one of the things Aaron always tells me, and he is totally correct, a lot of important things in this industry is people. And why is it so important? Because this is a people business. I've heard that many times throughout my career, and it's true. That's why I really like to be a part of this industry, because I'm a people person. I like to work with people all over the world. I had the opportunity to work behind a computer screen all day and just analyze data. I did that for 3 months, and I just missed the field too much. So I had to go back to being on the sales and operations side. But this is what it is. People buy into you before they ever maybe get interested in purchasing the product. Some cases, sure, they see the product online through some of your websites, and they become very interested in the benefits of our technology. But most of the time, this comes to happen through how you carry yourself and your values and how you share it with people. People buy into you before they ever buy into the company. And so we want to help you get to where you want to be with your goals here at NewMe. And we want to see as many of you be part of the Achieve trips next year, because this is going to be part of our cadence. You know, we have incentive trips for diamonds, which will take place in the next few weeks, but we also want to make sure that worldwide we are partnering up with those upcoming leaders so that we can train together and also have some fun. There's just something different. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is wonderful that we can talk to each other worldwide through this platform here like Zoom. But there's just something different that comes from being able to share time together and get to know one another and share ideas in person. And we understand that sometimes it's not possible for everybody worldwide to come to our summits. That's why these Achieve trips are going to be so important to us, so that we can come to you to a closer location. If you would like to get more familiarized with the terms, please, I invite you to go into your back office, download the PDFs available, and get familiar with how you can earn points. If you have questions, you can email events@newme.com, and we'll be sure to reply very promptly with an answer to maybe a doubt or question you may have. So let's take advantage of that as well. And I wanted to let you know that we also are working on having some updates to our terms and conditions. So what I'm going to do right now, we've been really taking advantage of our base for help on newme.com. So if you go to this specific link that I put on the chat, you will be able to get familiar with our updates to our terms and conditions that will go live on November 1st. Okay, so we have this month of October to become familiar with that. And I'm sure we'll go over some more detailed in the next little bit so that you are very familiar. But we want to make this a safe place for you. We want to make sure that we can all work together, respect each other, you know, help one another, live in harmony. That's what it's all about, to uplift one another. And if you have any doubts, you know, this is kind of where we're going. We're going to continually improve the way we operate at NewMe. This is a special time. When I first came in, we talked a lot about coming out of the baby phase. Right now, we're in the teenager phase. What does that mean usually? Well, we're becoming smarter. We're becoming wiser. We're starting to have, in most cases, harder classes at school, right? Or becoming better at a certain sport, developing a skill. That's how I see it with NewMe and how we've talked and shared that example at Summit. We're now in the teenager phase, the adolescent phase. We're not perfect yet to where we want to be. We want to become professionals. So we went from the first phase to the second phase, and now we're working very hard to get to the third phase. But we're going to do that all together. I know that we're not perfect in any way. I don't think I've seen any company, but I can tell you that what this company has is something that I have seen throughout my career. And the best thing about it is that I see improvements every single day. Every day we have something that we've improved on, and it's no easy task. So I do give a lot of credit to Ryan, to Aaron, to all of the hands that are involved here at Numi on the corporate side to work alongside of you. And then last, we want to share a very fun asset that we're going to launch tonight, talking about these events and the importance of being there in person. A lot of our tour in Europe actually was related to what we talked about at the RISE event. And so we are looking for ways to always make sure you have our vision there with you. So we'll start off with launching an asset that's actually live in your apps right now. But I'm going to take a moment just to share a video. For those of you that were there, this will be a reminder of what our vision is, coming directly from our COO, Chris Fowler. And just a little reminder. And for those of you that were not there, this is the type of message that you will hear from us at these events. So bear with me for just one moment, and I will share that with you. 1 second, please. All right, I think you can see my screen, but don't worry, I'll get you the video I want to share with you.
Today, I want to talk about Numi's next moves.
Bear with me, I'm sorry.
One of the things that I have a great privilege and honor in working with Aaron, working with Steve and Ryan.
At least you get the audio for now.
Part of trying to help see around the corner, so to speak, and strategize what we're going to be able to
I've got it at this end if you like.
Give to our members and to our customers and to the Numi culture. And so first, it's so important what Aaron kind of said in terms of all of the different elements coming together, this convergence that's happening at Numi. It's real. We talk to a lot of industry providers, right? And I know Aaron and I were just, was telling me that he was talking to one that services hundreds of clients. And he made a statement. He said, no one is doing what Numi's doing right now. And this is someone that's working with small companies, medium companies, extremely large companies. And I want you to realize and to maybe actualize that, hey, we are in.
All right, I think you have it, Michael. So I apologize for that technical difficulty. I think my computer decided to freeze. I will go ahead and rely on Michael's ability to share this with us. Go ahead, Michael, please. Thank you for saving it for me, my friend.
All good, buddy. Hey, do you want us to play the whole thing or just some highlights? You're muted, Sergio. Do you want to play the whole thing or just highlights? You need to unmute.
Let's go ahead, if it's okay with you, Michael. Let's begin from the beginning so that we can get on that right spirit and relive this moment. And for those that haven't seen it, I want you to really see where we're at right now with these expansions and talking about many exciting things. Enjoy.
Today, I want to talk about Numi's next moves. So one of the things that I have a great privilege and honor in working with Aaron, working with Steve and Ryan, is really being part of trying to help see around the corner, so to speak, and strategize what we're going to be able to provide and help give to our members and to our customers and to the Numi culture. And so, but first, it's so important what Aaron kind of said in terms of all of the different elements coming together, this convergence that's happening at Numi. It's real. We talk to a lot of industry providers, right? And I know Aaron and I were just, was telling me that he was talking to one that services hundreds of clients. And he made a statement. He said, no one is doing what Numi's doing right now. And this is someone that's working with small companies, medium companies, extremely large companies. And I want you to realize and to maybe actualize that, hey, we are in a special moment right now with Numi, and you have helped create that. And this convergence is coming to create this member success, right? That's been kind of a founding principle that I've operated in my career here at Numi and before, is to create this opportunity for our members to be successful. Because at the end of the day, whatever metric wherever we could ever look at the end of the day, the success happens here in this room with the people in the audience listening and the people who are online listening and hoping and hearing these different messages. And so at the start of this presentation, that's what this is all about, is member success. So let's take you through a little bit of fun on why I think Numi is so special. And this is objective, right? It's the score I got dancing too. This is an objective reality here. It's not subjective because I really love Numi, but these are things that I really, really think make us really special, right? So first number, we're a product technology company, right? We have a product technology in Hydrostat that has created an incredible opportunity to deliver some of these amazing ingredients to us in a way that's unique and very, very unique to us. I know that Bert will talk about this quite a bit, but he works a lot with water engineering around the world, and similar story. No one's doing what we're doing. Is that right, Bert? And so we have a very unique technology. We're a product tech company. That's the first number. Second number, we have different marketing verticals. Not very many companies have this, where we have a direct sales channel and our professional PRP program, which has created incredible opportunities, not only to help bring customers at the end of the day to our products, but also to bring professionals to our name. And we get those every day. One of the very first things that I was kind of blown away about by Numi is that we attract a lot of professionals, doctors and estheticians and cosmologists and all of these different professionals that come into the end. You don't often get that if you don't have something that's real. And so this marketing vertical is amazing, and I'll speak a little bit about what we're going to do there. Right now we have 3 products. And what we've been able to do with 3 products is pretty incredible. It's crossed out for a reason, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, but right now we have 3 products. And so as you go forward and see what's going to be launched today and what's going to be launched throughout this weekend, there's incredible opportunities in each one of those products because they solve real problems. We ship and we service over 6 continents. That's pretty incredible. We service that by we have 21 warehouses that are around the globe that are servicing and shipping every day. Ship files go, they get imported. There are people packing your orders, shipping them out. There's tracking services. There's a lot of operations that go into that number, 21. Those 21 countries, 21 warehouses, service right now 72 countries. That's what we ship to, is 72 countries. Pretty incredible for a young company. Actually, it's unheard of. It's really unheard of. And some of my colleagues are like, whoa, what are you doing? You're going, far and wide. And I said, yeah, but we're doing it the right way. Behind those 72 countries are legal registrations and entities and legal offices and all of these elements that just because we ship there doesn't mean we haven't done all of this groundwork prior to get us there. And these different models that allow us access to the globe. So pretty incredible stat. Across this has given you opportunity as members. We've had hundreds of events. Whether they be phone calls, there was that 90-day run. That was 90 like straight 90 days, every day of the week, essentially having a call. Steve, no one can keep up with your calls. I don't know how you do it or how he does it, but we watch that, and it's incredible. It's amazing. I've never seen a founder, I've never seen someone more passionate who walks the walk than Steve does in leading and guiding. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. And we've done incentive trips and web events. All of these things are happening, and what does it do? It creates thousands of results. We literally have thousands of testimonials from people that you have helped bring to a solution with our products. What an incredible, incredible thing to think about. So, what does that create? Well, it creates millions in commissions that we pay out. It creates millions, literally millions in commissions that we pay out to you, so that we remember that member success is at the center of what Numi is. Aaron has always said this. It's a field-driven company. That was one of his very first points that he drilled into me when I was first onboarded into Numi. And I've never forgotten it. And it makes us, again, unique. But there's one other cool thing that I love about this. All of this gives you access to what? What does this really give you access to? And this is an astounding number to me. We can provide Numi to over 2.3 billion people across the 72 countries. That's your marketplace. Isn't that incredible? And so, what does that mean? What is our next move? We've gotten access, we've gotten all these different things, and I want to talk about a few different enhancements that we're going to do. These aren't enhancements that are all going to be live right now. I'm going to give you a peek around the corner, things that we are working on that we will be delivering this year on. So you might see something up there and go, oh, I want that, and you think it's right now. It's not. So I'm going to repeat myself one more time. We're going to sign an agreement. Let's get it. No. These are things that are around the corner, things that our departments are working on day and night to achieve, so to bring this opportunity or these improvements to you. Some are small, some are big, some are impactful to some are impactful to many. But these are things that we have been listening to the field and getting that feedback and providing opportunity for that. So our first thing I want to talk about is this year, this year's PRP enhancements. Again, some of these are simple but profound. Everyone give Alessandra a hand real quick. Hold on, she hates this. No, she is our director of operations. Those warehouses, the legal requirements, the quality, a lot of this is in her hands, and she's an incredible asset to the company. So, sorry, I didn't tell you we were going to do that. Go. So, this is our new PRP box, and what you're going to notice, and for those that have had this experience, I apologize, but sometimes the PRP bottles kind of get packed in a spaghetti style, it's artistic, but we're going to go more operational with a grid. So we're going to have a gridded box, which is going to be incredible. You see Canadian labels up there. I'm looking at some Canadians right now. They're like, yeah, that was 3 months ago. It's true. It was difficult. Those labels are challenging. No, our Canadian labels are coming. In fact, yesterday, due to a lot of the work that Alessandra has done, we just got news that our MPN number for our updated NutraSwish formula came through, which means the red French label is coming. Yes, there's a few of us that are excited there. Offline business-to-business ordering. Some businesses, a credit card or an online transaction isn't typical of a business-to-business transaction, right? They need a way to do a bank wire or a bank transfer. We're going to bring that simple process to life. And then point of purchase displays and business kits. This is going to be incredible. They'll sit. There'll be packages that include them, but they'll sit in this box so that when those clinics and when those people get the materials, it's not just a box of product, it's a box that has some things that will help them be successful in their clinics and places of sale. So those are all coming this year. Product enhancements. one of the things that we get to work on always is continuous improvement. Another thing that Aaron drills into the company. We're always wanting to improve. And so one of the things that you will see today is dosage caps. You'll see that. It's a little hard to pour into that little cup, that little lid. So dosage caps will be being delivered. You'll be seeing those. More international labels. I think this is important, especially to our international friends. You know, we need the different types of labels that go into different markets. That also creates different opportunities for us. Sample system and sizes. So, we've teased this a couple of times, so it may not be new to everyone, but this is coming. There will be a little bit of an opportunity promotion to be able to get your hands on some of these today. So stay tuned on that, but the sample is coming. And this is also across the different lines that we'll work on. Again, not all today, not all right now. And there's, of course, just to drop a little tease, we're not done with products. There are so many ones that we get feedback on. There's probably 2 a week, Steve, that you come into the office is going, we've got something here. So, and Bert comes in, and we have such a great lineup of products that we haven't even begun to share with us. So just some confidential things. Also improvements to different products that we currently have. So fun things there. Our next move in customer success and services, right? We are working day and night to improve your experience with the call center, with our agents, and with our company. They are on our front line. They deserve so much credit for helping and serving and building with you and helping your business. But we will be this year launching international numbers. I can't tell you which countries yet. Better WhatsApp support lines, web chat, leadership services. So right now we have a diamond service line, but we don't have all leadership services. So that'll be something that's really fun. And we are working on launching a Mexico call center for our Latin America markets. Yes. It's, you know, I just have to say this, as you build internationally, you'll notice that some international experiences isn't the one that you're used to here in the US. They have to kind of find their way for services and support, and it's something that we are really dedicated to bringing a better experience to that, and so that will go a long way in servicing that market. Logistics. We're going to be bringing you shipping options in certain markets where you have expedited shipping options or economy shipping services. That way, you get the power to choose. If you don't need the product right now, you can, and you want to save a little money, awesome. We want to provide that experience to you. I want to come back to this number and end kind of with this number. It's just astounding, and this is a rounded off number, obviously, but it's astounding to me that there are 2.3 billion people that you have the opportunity of bringing a solution, one of our products to. It's something that's really, really, really powerful to think about. But my brain just wants me to make that a different number, to round it up a little bit. Because 2.37, like, maybe it's a good number, but like, could we get that a little higher? Could we get a little more people? Can we provide a little more access to some markets? Maybe we can make that number like 2.5 billion. What do you say? Should we? Are you guys ready for that? Do I keep going? Okay. These are big commitments here. We would need to get 198 million more people into the NUMMI family. How are we going to do that? So I want to introduce, for pre-enrollment only, Thailand. This market is an incredible market. I won't speak too much of it, but I will tell you this. It's one of the biggest Asian network marketing markets, and there has been a lot of demand for Thailand. Pre-enrollment, what does that mean? Pre-enrollment means that you'll be able to go in and pre-enroll somebody as a free SKU So we're not shipping product yet. We're not making a sale yet, but we're getting our organization built out. We are able to say, hey, join me in this pre-enrollment journey. Lock in your spot with my team, start training them and getting them ready for launch. So Thailand is an incredible opportunity. We will have marketing materials that are already available in your back office, and you'll be able, these are translated in Thai. There's 4 or 5 critical documents that you'll be able to use to share the NUMMI opportunity with. But there's a problem. That only gets us 71 million people. I mean, that would be enough, but that doesn't get me to that 2.5 where my brain wants to settle. So we need 126 million more people. I wonder where this is going to go. So I want to introduce, for pre-enrollment only, our 74th market. This market, if Thailand is incredible, everything about it is incredible. And Japan is just as incredible and just as amazing of a marketplace. This market will be available for pre-enrollment only. Same things that I just talked about for Thailand. Allow you a chance, a time to be able to build up your teams, get people interested, and move into the market in a way that is strategic. So what are your next moves? There's a couple here that you might have an opportunity to have. We will have already in your back office our Japanese standard set of documents that will allow you to be able to share and get access to that marketplace. This will be an incredible opportunity for those that can seize it. I have not seen, if for those that are serious, this will be a life changer for them. So both countries will start shipping in Q4. So you have Q3. This, I say quarters, that's a logistics operations brain. But the next few months to be able to pre-enroll, and then sometime in the last 3 months of the year, you'll start seeing shipping happening in these markets. Look for announcements. There'll be a lot of communication and a lot of development for that. But I just want to share one last number, and this is the most important number. I don't know if anyone can guess what this actually is. You see, every month we have a meeting with our accounting and finance service team, and we go through all of the numbers with a fine-tooth comb, and we make sure we understand where resources are going. And one of the things that I noticed, and I want you to understand, and hopefully this is something that really, really sets where NUMMI's heart is, that are by far, our biggest investments, not the 22 warehouses and the labels, the product even, it's not the office, it's not this room, it's not any of this. Our biggest investment is our members. 53% is what we guarantee and pay. I don't know if I've seen 53% yet, and our accounting teams are like, when is that number going to be 53? Because we're paying somewhat over that a little bit, but this is the number that we kind of advertise. But I wanted to just make this one point, that the 53% is for you, that our biggest investment is you. And what we do, and I know sometimes it takes time, it takes maybe some sweat and some tears and some blood to get to a goal across the finish line, whether it be the NUMMI skin sample or shipping or whatever it may be. But I promise you, in all the companies and all the years and 20 years that I've been in this industry, there has not been a moment that has made me go, well, this is just like everyone else, or this feels the same, it's just another job. I have brought friends and professionals, and I've talked to them, and they see the same thing. NUMMI is different because of you. And our investment will continue to pour, and you'll see some really exciting things tomorrow in Sergio's presentation that will help light up some opportunities for you. And so with that, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for all of your belief, dedication, support, and your willingness to drive this business and change lives. So thank you very, very much, everyone. God bless.
Alrighty, Sergio, back to you, man.
Well, thank you so much. I figured what a great opportunity to have a little bit of a remembering moment, and not only to remember, but to kind of evaluate for a minute where we're at. You know, this is a very special time for us. We are, what Chris mentioned there, it's 100% true. We're even going beyond that. You know, just to give you an update, the Mexico call center will be launching next week on the 7th, for those of you that have people in Mexico. And we're just looking for ways to improve. And Chris makes a good point. You know, sometimes for those of us that are here in the US, we sometimes can take for granted what we have because it's just so fast and quick. But, you know, you have people like Phoebe, Michael, who are clear out in Australia, or Azolt in Hungary. You know, and it's just a different game. It takes a little bit of time for them to get products. Sometimes we have to be very unique with how we make things work. And as Chris said, just because we ship product to a country doesn't mean that we're just shipping it. No, we're doing a lot of groundwork at the same time. So we're very, very hands-on, very busy, and our commitment is that we want to take Numi to the next level with you. And you know, I got to give a lot of credit to Ryan. A lot of people don't realize how much he's doing to make things better for the company day after day. He's a very, very smart guy. I've worked, you know, with Chris about the same 20 years in the industry, and I'm very impressed. And we do want to be different. We want to take the good from many of the great things that are in our industry, but we want to be unique and teaming up with you. So just know that we're here. The reason I bring Ryan up again is because I learned on that trip. I was as Europe, as I mentioned. I didn't know that Ryan was the one that actually asked Steve to have Numi be an opportunity in network marketing. And Steve took him a minute to really ponder that and consider that fully. But once that took place, you know, then I know some people on this call, including Michael, were there at the very beginning to make things go. And now here we are 3 years later as an international business opportunity, attracting many people. If you have a lot of interest, going back to the markets that were announced, we should have more information on those soon. In the last month, we've had 2 calls where we invited all of you to join us so that we can identify who's interested in working with us as we develop and get ready to launch these markets. So we're past that phase. Now we want to have individual calls and continue to identify. I know Michael had 2 calls yesterday, you know, with a great leader from Thailand. So if you want to have a call with us, please email Claudia, and that's I'm going to put her email on here. And she works more with Latin America, but the reason I want to ask your help in reaching out to her is that she can follow up with me, so that we have in the sales team just a track of who we're going to work with. So her email is claudia@numi.com. If you would be so kind, and if you're interested, don't wait till the last minute, until right before we launch. Please take advantage of this opportunity where even Aaron at some points wants to be involved in getting to know who those future leaders are, who wants to work with us as we get ready to launch this market. These 2 markets, which is a great opportunity. And if you have questions, also we can answer them right on the spot. Having said that, thank you so much for joining us. We will continue to be sharing some fun information. Tune in next week, because one of the things that I'll be starting, and you'll be noticing a little bit more, is something extremely important. But you'll be seeing a lot more recognition that will also be part of this call when we're on. So start joining us for that. But I invite you to be with us next Wednesday, because you'll get a little preview of what that's going to look like, because we do want to recognize all of those upcoming leaders for their hard work, and all of you who are just doing so many great things. Having said that, if you have any questions, continue to use our database at helpnumi.com. You will find information from anything from promotions to that terms and condition update that I shared. And we will continue to send emails and send announcements on the app. So look out for those, as we're also fine-tuning our communication channels worldwide. Thank you so much for everyone's time this evening or this morning, wherever you may be. We wish you the best.
Thank you.
And much success in October.
Hey, quick thing, just quickly, Sergio, before you go, that video from Chris, will that be in the app for people to use tomorrow? I just noticed, had a quick look, it's not in the app yet.
Yes, it should be there. In fact, I logged in myself and I noticed that it wasn't popping up yet. I did see the Greek videos, which is awesome. It will be there at the latest by tomorrow. It should have been on there by now, but for some reason it's not there. So look out for that tomorrow, and we'll be continually improving this assets for you.
Beautiful. And one final thing, guys, just put your prayers out for our members and customers and friends that were in the wake of the Hurricane Helene. I know that I was talking to James Lewis, and his son's business got damaged significantly, but as far as I know, everyone's safe. But just put your prayers out for all our members in that part of the world as well. And just know that in previous years, when we went to the Diamond Retreat, I went offline and all the events went offline. That's not happening this time. It'll be continuing with or without me being here, thanks to the amazing Keith Chazon. So I want to give him a lot of accolades. So the events will continue. I think potentially Steve's event might be the only one that would probably not happen while we're gone. Okay, and one final thing, Sergio, that picture of the promo, could you put that up on the screen now, because people are asking for it, and I'll just leave that up for a few minutes. You can take a screenshot as we end. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Of course. I mean, 1 second, please. And Michael, while I pull this up, we won't say too much now, but maybe there will be a way for Steve's call to even go through that while we're gone, but we'll keep you posted on that surprise.
Right. Is that the screen we need? You had another one, didn't you?
I did, but don't worry, I got it right here. This one's a little bit more in detail. So I think
you'll have to share it a second one. If you can send, no, we can't see those. Can you send those through to me, and I'll put them in the NUMI members group immediately afterwards with this recording?
For sure. And we will be sending an email on this specific image, so look out for that.
Take a screenshot.
Can you see that now, my friend?
Gotcha. Awesome, guys. Take a screenshot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're too late. All right. So good morning, good afternoon. We'll see you, and good evening.